The Camino changed my life big time. I did my first Camino in 2008, the second one in 2011, third one in 2013.
And the Camino is just really life-changing, and it helps to clear your mind. After about 2 weeks, you finally turn off, and then you just experience being, and that's what we really enjoyed.
It's also an opportunity that I found that I needed to be silent.
Sure.
And
the best thing are the people you meet on the road. 2 examples. Walking, I hear this thump, thump, thump heavy, and I think, God, the army's here or the police. I'm done. It was 6 Australians. Now, only the last one stopped to talk to me. But he knew Marie Coleman, who owned the Church Street Cafe. They had met her the year before on the Camino.
In 2019, there were 10 relatives that passed that year. My dad, his mom, my sister, and other aunts and uncles, all close. So 2019 went by the wayside. And then 2020 came up, and we're still in COVID. So we hope to walk in 2022.
Hola pilgrims, this is Diane Moxness. I'm the coordinator for the Anchorage chapter, and we are located in the very upper left-hand corner of your map in Alaska. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you all to come and join us on our annual St. James Day hike. We usually have a small but mighty group of pilgrims that enjoy a hike up in the Chugach State Park right outside our back door. We're almost always joined by some unannounced visitors in the form of moose. We spot them off the trail. They're large, and we try to stay away from them. But the good news is they hardly ever eat our snacks. So come on up to Alaska and join us on a hike sometime. Buen Camino, pilgrims.
Greetings from the Boston chapter of American Pilgrims on the Camino. For the last 2 years, the pilgrim trails of Europe have seemed very far away. But here at home, we can enjoy the Freedom Trail, the Mid-State Trail, the Appalachian Trail, and the Bay Circuit Trail. We also have the Mohawk Trail, which is now basically a road, and the Battle Road, which is now a trail between Lexington and Concord. You won't see many backpacks with scallop shells, but if you're lucky, you can catch the Wellfleet Oyster Festival, enjoy a bowl of New England clam chowder, shell a lobster, or hear the Boston Pops play the 1812 Overture at the Hat Shell on the 4th of July. We may not have the Iron Cross, but we have Old Ironsides and the College of the Holy Cross, one of many, many colleges and universities with which we are blessed. To see St. James, you need to go to Santiago, but we have our own famous Jameses. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Rice, Mayor James Michael Curley, who was elected to office from prison, and the Jimmy Fund, which supports our world-class medical research. And you'll find St. James Place on the Monopoly games that have been published for 87 years in Beverly, Mass. and nearby Pawtucket, Rhode Island. We are known for these pilgrims, but it is these pilgrims who keep the spirit of the Camino alive. We've gradually started to gather again, as conditions have allowed. And conditions during the pandemic have pushed a lot of our activity doing something that Boston's been doing since the 1970s. Moving into 2022, we'll be introducing a new look and finding new opportunities to come together as pilgrims. So from the Veterans War Memorial Tower on Mount Greylock in the west, to Boston Light in the east, and the Pilgrim Monument on the tip of Cape Cod, we hope to see you in our chapter. If we don't meet first along the way.
Go. Hi, we're the Colorado Front Range chapter of the American Pilgrims on the Camino, and we are unique because we're doing winter hikes, but it's 43 degrees on January 8th. Last week it was almost sub-zero, so our New Year's hike is today. We have the most 14ers in the country. We are the highest state in the country overall. We are a cool group. Anyone else?
We love our sunshine. We have so much of it. The sun shines 300 days a year. And what's a 14er?
14,000 feet or above. We have 58. Yay! This is the Colorado Front Range chapter, and we're doing an urban walk, and we are good people. Let's go. Wave, say hi, folks.
Welcome to the Delmarva chapter. We're located on a peninsula that includes Delaware and the eastern shore counties of Maryland and Virginia. Our chapter hosts various events like potluck, shell ceremonies, Camino information sessions, and hikes throughout the year. We assimilate the Camino experience the best we can and walk in all types of weather and conditions. The Delmarva Peninsula is a flat and sandy area with very few or no hills, so we have to be creative to find hills during our hikes. We've hiked over sand dunes, over a bridge, and even climbed to the top of a World War II observation tower. We also hike in wooded areas as well as urban hikes like the Ocean City Boardwalk. We even walked beside wild horses in Assateague Island. Something unique about our area is that there is a great pilgrimage to our area every spring. No, it's not the same pilgrims who head to Santiago every year, but it's horseshoe crabs. They come ashore by the thousands to spawn on the sandy beaches of our bays. We also have the second largest population of migrating shorebirds in North America. These birds make their way from South America to the Arctic and only stop a few places along the way. And our Delaware bays are one of those rest areas. They depend on the horseshoe crab eggs as a rich food supply. We encourage others to join us, so if you're on vacation or close by, check the American Pilgrims on the Camino website and look for our events on the calendar or follow us on Facebook. You will love our sandy beaches that are full of shells. Buen Camino from the Delmarva chapter.
Welcome to the American Pilgrims on the Camino, the San Diego chapter. De San Diego a Santiago. The San Diego chapter hosts hikes through San Diego's beautiful outdoors. From mountaintops to the sea, to lakes, to canyons, along canyon ridges, to waterfalls, to more canyons. Practice for the La Meseta. Together we explore trails in our neighborhoods. We walk with old friends and make new ones. We walk and talk while we train, reminisce, and encourage new pilgrims. All are welcome to join our monthly Zoom happy hour, as well as any of our hikes. Whether via Zoom or walking together, our goal is always to keep the Camino alive in our hearts. Buen Camino de San Diego a Santiago.
Hi, I'm Erin. I've been a member of the chapter in Southern California for 6 years. We've actually grown so large that we are now 4 chapters within the area, but there's a lot of crossover. We have leaders from 3 of the different chapters here today.
We have walks at least once a month. Sometimes it's by the ocean, other times a trek in the mountains. We have potlucks often. Right now we're going to restaurants because of COVID. We have shell ceremonies for people who are leaving on their Camino in the next few months, and just generally a lot of people sharing their experiences along the trail. For me, the American Pilgrims on the Camino is a continuation of my Camino experience. Joining the American Pilgrims has really helped me connect with people, not only when I moved to California joining this chapter, but when I was living in Chicago, I hiked with them, and even just traveling to Atlanta. I met 2 pilgrims from there and went on a hike with them. If I were to pick one word to describe the Camino chapter, I would say connection. And I asked the other pilgrims what their words are, and here's what they had to say.
The best of humanity.
Unity.
Friendship. Heart.
Gratitude.
Community. Fellowship.
So take a look and see if you have a local chapter near you and consider joining, and maybe one of those words that one of the pilgrims shared will resonate with you, or maybe like the magic of walking across Spain, it will be something indescribable.
And we'll wave. All right, Buen Camino, everyone. We're the Southeast Virginia chapter of the American Pilgrims of the Camino. And this is our great group for today and our hike on March 5th, 2022. We have plenty of pilgrims from past, present, future, not only here today, but in our whole chapter. And we go everywhere from Virginia Beach all the way up to Richmond. We're also the local chapter for Williamsburg, and Williamsburg is the site of the first American Pilgrims of the Camino and the site of the first annual gathering. So those of you who are watching this at the annual gathering, we're just down the street from the very first. Hosted at the home of our coordinator emeritus, Sandy Lenthal. We've all done a number of Caminos. We have a number of folks who are going. Our main job is to mentor and to talk about it and to listen and to teach and to share. We do presentations, we do walks like this, we do talks. We've been Zoom because of REI, and we have a great time, and that's who we are. So John, and I'm Donna Looney, I'm one of the co-coordinators, and this is John Baldwin, the other.
John Baldwin also coordinate with this dear lady, and we have a lot of fun. And these folks are just great pilgrims. Some are going to be awesome. Oh, everybody's going to be awesome.
Yep.
And this is a wonderful day to be out walking in this beautiful, beautiful sunshine.
So Buen Camino from the Newport News Park. And now we're going to, now we start. Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
We are the Valley of the Sun chapter, serving the greater Phoenix, Arizona area. When pilgrims think of the Valley of the Sun, they often think of resort pools, margaritas, and cowboys. But if you live and hike in the Valley of the Sun, we think about the consequences. By consequences, we mean cactus, or the plural cacti. Prickly pear, ocotillo, jumping cholla, fish hook, buckhorn, hedgehog, and this big boy. Getting close to our most famous cactus is pricky, but pronouncing it correctly is tricky. Saguaro. So come and join the Valley of the Sun chapter of American Pilgrims on the Camino, where our pilgrims aren't nearly as prickly as our cactus. Join us on the trail, by the pool, or drinking margaritas. Your cowboy hat is optional. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention the rattlesnakes, the scorpions, or the crippling heat that we are also known for.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions.